out. They do have the AKT right there. They have their non-typical bag company logo in big on the back. So you can pretty much identify the bags fairly easily. So all in all, good design. I think it's fun. I have no issues with it. If you don't like the design, they do have other releases, other designs out there. I think they may even do customs. I didn't reach out to ask that. I probably should have. But they may do customs for you as well. So it's always an option. As far as the materials go, let's start with the fast side here, because this is the material we all know. This is the Viper fast side, 9-speed material. Again, it's a great fast side material. It's crazy fast, but it will push through any congestion on boards, clean up any messes. It really slides through most conditions. Great fast side material. Look at 9-speed there again. This slow side. This is a slow side that I haven't seen in a while, this material. I'm pretty sure, not 100% confident, but I'm pretty sure it's the same material that's on the fast side of the Double Dragon by Dragon Bags. It's that it looks a lot like the carpet that the Wizard or the Fallout X uses, but it's not actually a carpet. It's actually I think it's like a polyester kind of weave material on here. It's a 6-speed material. It's actually a good material. I don't know why more bag companies haven't taken to using this. Maybe they will, but again, it's a material I haven't thrown in a while. I haven't thrown that Dragon Bags Double Dragon in a while. And I think the Genome by Dragon Bags also uses it on their slow side. Don't quote me on that. I haven't thrown that bag in a while either. But I know Dragon Bags uses it on a couple of their bags, but the Double Dragon, it's the fast side of that. And so this is the first time in a while I've seen this material, and this reminded me of how much I like this material. Really, it's a 6-speed, but it's a controllable 6-speed. It can play closer to a 7 at times depending on boards and conditions, so that's 6 to 7 range. But it's actually a pretty controllable material, and it slides well through most conditions. Even as boards start getting sticky and tacky and humid, it still slides pretty well. So it's really a great material. So all in all, you've got a 6-9 speed bag. This is kind of that medium fast to faster bag for the players who like to run bags in the hole. As far as template goes, it is that medium average size template. It's not a small template. It's not a large template. It's kind of that sweet spot right in the middle there, which gives it a nice medium fill, right? It's got the right amount of fill to it. It's got some flop. It's not crazy floppy. All in all, it's just a great all-around bag. There is I believe it's a mixed fill in here. There's a little bit of a mixture of the flat disc and beads, I think. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's a good mix. There's a fair amount of the flat disc, but I think I feel some beads in there as well. It's kind of a blended fill, mostly the flat disc, but a little bit of beads mixed in there. All in all, the bag feels great in the hand. These two materials do soften up well when they break in. Again, it's not crazy full, but it's not floppy. It's kind of that sweet spot for fill. So most players out there are going to like this bag just because if you like a floppy bag, it's not crazy full. You can deal with it. If you like a full bag, it's not crazy floppy. You can deal with it. So it's kind of that great all-around bag for all types of players. As far as the playability goes, again, this is a bag that you are running bags in the hole with, right? You're putting 4 bags in, 12 points, trying to outscore your opponent. You can control this slow side, this 6-speed material. You can control that, and you can throw a few blockers up there. This bag makes a fine blocker, but it's because it's not that sticky, it's not going to offer a lot of resistance. Pretty easy to push through and collect. In fact, I find myself a lot of times this bag, and I was throwing collect bags, I was just sticking on the slow side and just throwing them and just pushing through and collect them. I didn't really flip over the fast side unless I had to push the bag a little bit further up the board, or maybe I had to push multiple bags. That's when I would go with the slick side. Or if the boards got sticky, like I played with this at one of my league nights, and as the boards got stickier as the night went on, I did throw the fast side a little more for collects just to make sure that I would collect and follow through with it. But all in all, this slow side is plenty fast enough to collect bags, to push through bags. I only used the fast side when I really had to go that little extra hardness, little extra oomph I needed for the push or the collect or the push to make sure I wanted to follow through, right? But really, it's a bag that you're sliding bags in the hole, you're running up the score, just trying to outscore your opponent. You're not really trying to create a dirty game. It's a great bag if your opponent plays a dirty game to just push through bags. It has very little to no kick to it at all, which is great if you don't throw that flat bag out there. It's very forgiving. This fill, when it lands, it does want to land kind of flat, not run up. It doesn't have a lot of balance, a lot of movement to it. It really does land very softly and slide the board really nicely. That being said, it doesn't have a lot of cutability to it. You can cut this a little bit, but it's not a great cut bag because it doesn't kick and it lands so softly. Even you come in at an angle to cut, it just wants to flatten out, run up that board really well. It's probably a bag, I don't know. I didn't really try to flop or roll this bag just because it wasn't, again, that's not part of my game. And it didn't really have that balance I felt I needed to be able to do it. Again, if you're an advanced player at flopping and rolling, you can roll and flop any bag. For most players, this is not a bag you're flopping and rolling, but that's not the style of a game you want to play this. This is the bag where you are running bags in the hole, you're shooting air mails if someone's in the way, or if someone's supposed to block you, you're shooting air mail going over it, or you're pushing through it. You're not really trying to go around it or roll over it. You're throwing over it, or you're throwing through it, and that's your options. And this does a great job at that. I really had a lot of fun throwing this bag. Both sides, crazy hole friendly. I mean, this slow side does a great job just kind of sliding and melting right in the hole. Occasionally when I have one hanging there, for the most part, they're pretty easy to collect. I didn't have a lot of trouble. I didn't have to get too aggressive very often to collect these bags. So all in all, it's a bag that wants to go in the hole, that wants to run true. So as long as you're throwing straight or you're getting close to the hole, it's going in there. It's a pretty forgiving bag, and the fact that it did want to kind of grab that hole, even when I was off one way or the other, it wanted to grab the hole and spin around, either melt in or it would sit there, and then I could collect it on my next couple bags and finish it off and bring it in. So all in all, fun bag to throw. Like I said, I put a lot of bags in the hole with this. I really enjoyed it. It's a bag that, I'd forgotten. I hadn't played this material very much recently, and I'd forgotten how great it was. I don't know why more companies aren't using this. Maybe it's a durability question. I don't know. Maybe more companies are going to start using it. We'll see. But yeah, it's definitely a bag I recommend checking out. Now, as far as availability on this, right now, I think they're only available through the Facebook page. There's a non-typical bag company Facebook page that they have. They do drops, releases, and they usually do small quantities. It's like, I don't know, 15, 20 bags at a time. They also have a Facebook fan group. I'll put a link to the Facebook page and their fan group page if you want to jump on, join the fan group. They also do some releases. I've seen a couple releases, or at least one I know they did. There's a non-stamped cornhole Facebook group. They did a release in there. In fact, that's where I picked up the Phoenix bags from them when I did the review on them. They run $75 a set shipped to you, so that's a great price. It's really, to get them $75, including shipping to your door, is a tough price to beat. Very few companies sell bags for less than that. You're getting a high quality, great bag for $75. I really recommend checking them out, reaching out to them. I don't know if they will take orders directly or if you wait till they do drops, but it doesn't hurt to reach out, send a message, say you're interested in a bag. And I really, if you like medium to fast speed bags, this AKT is awesome. I really love this. I can't recommend this enough to you. And for the price, every one of you should go out and pick out a set. So reach out to Non-Typical Bag Company. Tell them you want to check out the AKT and see what they got. Again, I thank you guys so much for your support, and thanks for watching.